What's good, Titans? It's your most hated power scaler, King Churros here. And last week, us G fans were treated to two goated shorts for Godzilla Day. One being Jet Jaguar and the other the return of Megalon. After watching Goji run the fades with Megalon again, I got to thinking, between Gigan and Megalon, who gave Godzilla the harder battle? Who was the stronger opponent? If the two of them were in a box, who's winning? Well, ladies and gentlemen, I have the answer. I'll be going over their stats and their feats to determine the true winner of this deadly battle. Let us begin with their AP and strength. Gigan Rex is the Alpha Gigan attempting to take over Earth. His legion of Gigan Miles terrorized Tokyo, slicing buildings in half and burning up city blocks. Gigan Miles were able to temporarily restrain Godzilla with their buzzsaws and hurt Goji with their lasers. Gigan Rex scales above the Miles, meaning he should do the same, if not far better. Proven by his beam blasting Godzilla on his back. Godzilla, however, was able to physically overpower Rex with some ease. Gigan Rex relies more on his long-range weapons compared to his short. But let's see how Megalon fared against Godzilla. Megalon drills staggers Godzilla with his blows. His killer Beast Ray shocked Godzilla, forcing him to result to his pulse. Megalon's Mega Drill puts Godzilla back by thousands of meters. Megalon was out for action, and yes, he was about that action. In terms of strength and combat, I favor Megalon. He could compete with Godzilla physically, meanwhile Gigan Rex relied more on his weaponry and his long range. Both kaijus moved at supersonic to potentially higher speed. Gigan easily speed blitzing jets with minimal effort. Then Gigan Rex, being an alien who had to travel from at least one distant galaxy away, would give him FTL speeds, and his lasers would help continue that meta. Meanwhile, Megalon should be in the FTL range too. He can battle Godzilla and even appear to blitz him. Megalon seemed completely unfazed by Godzilla's atomic breath and fired his Beast Killer Ray long after Godzilla's attack. So arguably, Megalon could be faster, but Gigan also reacted to Godzilla's atomic breath, so he can be argued the same. Both should be pretty relative to each other in speed, so they both get the point. Gigan Rex possesses Rex blades having rotating razors within them, a spiked tail, chest laser, flight, energy absorption, minion summoning, and telepathy. Megalon possesses flight, napalm spikes, drill weaponry, and the Beast Killer Light Ray. Gigan boasts the more impressive abilities, and Megalon is generally the same as his short variant, with a little less, so I would give Gigan the point in this department. Titans, I'm not gonna lie. This might be one of the closest matchups I've covered. Closest to one of the worst beatings I've ever done on this channel. But which kaiju am I referring to? Well, let's analyze these battles just a little closer to see why it's a bit lopsided. In the opening of the short Godzilla vs. Megalon, it's stated that Godzilla's energy is draining and being subdued, so Godzilla isn't at full power. Then he tanks a full-on dive bomb for Megalon and just gets up. Then he proceeds to trade blows with Megalon until he adapted using his atomic breath with his physical hits. Godzilla even blasts Megalon with a short burst of his regular atomic breath, and Megalon was staggered by it. Meanwhile, Gigan Rex's lasers knocked Godzilla down at his prime. Rex was able to block his atomic breath, and then even his inferior Miles were able to deflect the atomic breath with their buzzsaws. They were even able to overwhelm Goji with their saws and lasers, forcing Godzilla to enter his Shiro form. When Godzilla used his Shiro atomic breath on Megalon, it instantly cut him in half. While Gigan Rex, infused with his Miles, was able to fire a beam that could compete with the atomic breath. It even briefly overpowered it. So if Megalon were to be hit by the same thing, he should get the Fruit Ninja treatment. Gigan Rex should slaughter Megalon here, even without his Miles amp. But it's very in character for Gigan Rex, the Rex in his name meaning king, to summon his army of Miles to help aid him in a battle. And if a Gigan Miles were able to make Godzilla at full power have some trouble, how much more so than Megalon, who couldn't even beat a 70% Godzilla? So with the Miles, Megalon would just be overwhelmed, and let's give Megalon some credit here. We'll say he beats the Miles, but then that means Gigan Rex would just be able to use the infused energy from his Miles and use that same beam onto Megalon, and Megalon is just done for. GG's, goodbye, you got done for, your career ended, buddy, you're going to jail. Only real counter arguments I can see for Megalon winning is that he absorbed some of Gigan Rex's energy in the beginning of the short. But I doubt this is the full energy of Gigan Rex, since, you know, Gigan Rex is dead. Not to mention, it wouldn't make a lot of sense for Megalon to be just as strong as Gigan Rex, or stronger if Godzilla is at less. If Godzilla has less power and he's able to kind of just win and not even have to resort to Shirdo form, he only used his Shirdo atomic breath like very briefly and it cut Megalon in half instantly. Meanwhile, with Gigan Rex, it was a legit struggle between the two beams. So it wouldn't make a lot of sense for Megalon to just have the exact same power level as Gigan Rex just because he absorbed some of the energy from it. I think this is a washout. Gigan Rex just completely overwhelms Megalon with his abilities, and his abilities should be a lot more powerful. Not to mention Gigan Rex's army, which could just outright overwhelm Megalon. Gigan Rex should take this fight mid-diff. What? What do you guys think? You guys think I have an L or W take? Do you guys agree or disagree? Go in the comments, let me know. Also, be sure to like and share and subscribe. Tell me what you guys thought of the video. Suggest any videos or battles you would like to see. Don't forget to join the Discord as well. You might have a chance of being in some of my future videos. But we'll have to see. Time will tell. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, the most hated power scaler in the entire multiverse is gone.